Hello everyone and welcome to the first playoff best of 5 in the Intel Extreme Masters Season 2. So we already know about 4 of the participants of the finals, which are the 4 first ranked players of the group stage. Alfie, Satini, Grubby and Happy. And now in the following 4 best of 5s we are going to determine the next 4 participants of the finals, where there will be a total of 10 players taking part. And the first of these 4 best of 5s is going to be between 2 German players. The human here on the top left spawn position in yellow, Fire, who ended up on rank 3 of Group C, only being beaten by Grubby and Todd, well, only being beaten in terms of ranking, not in terms of direct comparison. And he's facing the second ranked player of Group A, HasuObs, the undead player here in red on the bottom right of Tarina stand. He is going DK first, and with the second cigarette he's confirming that he's going to start out with a bunch of ghouls. And yeah, therefore I guess HasuObs, since he is the second ranked player compared to Fire, who is the third ranked player, facing off in this best of 5, I guess he is the favorite, at least on paper. And especially given that HasuObs at the time was the German champion, had won that title 2 times in a row, whereas Fire was already rather, yeah, close to you know, ending his Warcraft 3 career, on the brink of inactivity. I guess, yeah, it really makes sense to call HasuObs the favorite here, even though Fire made it through the, I guess, objectively more difficult group in the group stage. So heroes are out. AM for Fire, who has had a bit of an unfortunate rally point here, which is costing him a bit of time, but given that this is Tarina stand, where it's extremely difficult for the DK to arrive in time to really do anything about this laboratory creeping, he's probably still going to be able to get the full experience. But the DK is already coming in here from the bottom. In the meantime, we can see another ghoul is out, and he's already positioning his ghouls in front of the mercenary camp here. So I guess we're gonna see a pretty fast Forest Troll Shadow Priest for HasuObs, which, you know, he can use to heal his DK, but also to dispel the water metals, the tanks of his opponent. And actually HasuObs is getting one of the 3 creeps, so Fire did end up losing more time than I initially expected, and it looks like the DK is gonna get out of there, not being surrounded. Fire is trying to go for a bit of a block, but not doing all too much damage here, so his level 2 is delayed for the moment. But he's also killed, I believe, 2 skeletons as well as the Scout Acolyte already, so in terms of XP he's not really, you know, any further behind, or he's not at all behind compared to a regular early game where he didn't kill any undead units but got the 1 creep as well. So next water mantle is being spawned here, a bunch of militia are being pulled. HasuObs is calling 5 ghouls here. He has not started his tech yet. I guess he could do so. He does have the resources. Not really sure why he doesn't, and I guess he should realize it any second. Actually, he's building another ghoul, and now he did just start his tech, as we have seen all of his, or almost all of his resources vanish. So Fire is going for the mercenary camp first, getting both the trolls here. HasuObs is going to get one of the peasant skills, still far away from level 2. We did just see him gaining a bit of experience from getting rid of one of the water mantles. So DK is level 1.5. Fire is still having a bit of a tough time continuing to creep here, as HasuObs is doing quite a bit of damage with this ghouls here on the right hand side of the battlefield. Another peasant has fallen, and these 3 are already out of militia shape, so pretty slow, pretty vulnerable. Next ghoul is being called here. So far HasuObs hasn't lost anything, but just as I say, this ghoul is about to go down, and the next one is about to fall as well. So Fire is getting closer and closer to level 3 already. The Forest Troll Shadow Priest is probably going to fall as well. Fire, by the way, did get probably the worst set of item drops that he could have found at the top. So not all too much luck in the early game for him. HasuObs is bringing in the ghouls again. I guess he didn't realize that the AM left here, so Fire was not able to finish his creep camp yet, and HasuObs is doing a pretty decent job delaying Fire's creeping as well as Fire's expansion thus far. The only thing that's a bit worrying, well, the only thing that's not going perfectly for HasuObs thus far is that his tech is somewhat late. I feel like he could be a little bit further ahead. But still, things aren't looking all too terrible for him, especially since his AM is now getting slowed and stunned, and he's getting the coil as well. He's getting a mana potion, and he has to TP out of there even. So, yeah, Fire is going to be delayed even further. We're past the 5-minute mark already. The DK is going to reach level 2 here. AM barely reached level 3, but yeah, as we can see, he's extremely low on hit points. There is no mana currently on the DK. Keep in mind, as long as this AM is below 70 HP, even a level 1 coil could kill him. But yeah, as I said, there's currently no mana on this DK. HasuObs is getting another Force Through Shadow Priest. Tier 2 is about to finish. Graveyard is about to finish. Third Cigarette is about to finish. So things are looking decent for HasuObs, to say the least. Sending in 2 Skeletons right now. About to run out of duration though. Trying to cancel the Scroll of Regeneration as well. Wow, so close. As well as the Clarity. He didn't get it with the Skeleton. Had to send in a Ghoul, but it looks like the Ghoul is going to get away with his life. And the AM is going to be, yeah, a prominent target for more pressure in the future. DK needs to make sure not to get surrounded here once again. Does so, is falling back. No quick tier 3 tag for HasuObs. He's adding a Slaughterhouse here, and he's going into Fiend production. So once again, as we've seen a couple of times previously already, another undead who seems not to be going for the old-fashioned double Slaughterhouse quick tier 3 tag Destroyer push against the human expansion. And we'll see if that's going to work out for him. Lightning Shield, fortunately for Fire, onto one of his water metals here, not onto one of the enforcers. HasuObs is seeing another creep here. But the Renegade Wizard is going to go to Fire, and the Robe of the Magi dropping there, which would be great for the AM, but he cannot really dare getting all too close here. HasuObs is even going for the Shredder, which Fire just purchased. He needs to make sure not to get surrounded. He does not get surrounded. Water Mantle is actually not dealing damage to the Shadow Priest here, so it's getting away. The Shadow has been taken down, and HasuObs is doing more and more damage here. The Panda has been bought in the middle in the meantime. The AM needs to run away here. DK is still not even, well, he's getting close to level 3, but he's not really about to get it, so this AM is at least not going to fall immediately. But as we can see, HasuObs doesn't have all too many units. He is going for the nuke on the AM, 30 HP, but he's getting away thanks to the Boots of Speed. HasuObs doesn't really have all too many units, but Fire also is struggling to really put up too much resistance currently. I mean, now he's got a couple of footmen to defend, but with the AM being so low, he's, as I said, struggling to really repel this aggression, even though HasuObs only has few units currently. And he's staying tier 2, he's bringing the Goose, he's adding the first statue, perhaps a little bit inspired by Elfie, what he's playing here, bringing the Goose across the map right now to apply even more pressure. And as we can see, he's just going for the footmen right now, one by one, with the Fiend switch here, with him staying on tier 2 at least for the time being. It's not an integral part of his strategy to delay the expansion even further, or to kill even more peasants. The AM is going down, the Zeppelin just coming in too late, and yeah, Fire was relying there on the Zeppelin, and he's calling GG already. So map number 1 is ending after very one-sided 8.5 minutes. Fire right from the start was delayed a bit, was harassed a bit, but I guess the main issue was when he took way too much damage when he tried to creep the mercenary camp. Ended up getting stunned there, which of course was very unfortunate. DK immediately focused him, threw the coil at him, had to TP, didn't have a shop, and things were already looking quite bad at that point. HasuObs, yeah, staying on tier 2, I guess rightfully so, as he was able to win here quite quickly with that, without having to go to tier 3, and therefore it is 1-0, but the upside is for Fire at least. There's still a lot to go in this best of 5, still at least 2 more maps for HasuObs that he needs to win, and the next map is going to be Secret Valley.